those type of shows or movies show up, because they really get the genre of the show that we're doing, and it's so kind of effortless to work with them. They come on, they know how it goes, they know that what we're doing might be completely ridiculous, but but it works. And so it's really nice when guys like that come on, or women like that come on. It makes for a nice dynamic.
Ridiculous.
Son of a bitch. Hi.
Earlier you guys spoke about characters may or may not be coming back. Is there a chance that Dean and Bella will see each other in hell?
No. Lauren was great. I love the job she did. She was a terrific actress, but I don't necessarily feel. I feel the writers did that character a disservice, and it didn't write the character as well as Lauren as an actress deserved to have, and so it didn't quite work in the confines of the show. So she ended up going the way she went. So no, I don't think they'll be interacting in that. Way to bring the room down, Kripke.
I was wondering, in the first season when Supernatural debuted, the critics talked a lot about the Eric Kripke philosophy of horror, which was what you don't see is more frightening than what you do see. In season 3, it seemed like we saw most of it, and I was wondering behind the change in horror style.
I just love that I have my own philosophy.
You branded it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We certainly got a little gorier in season 3. I think it was a little dictated by the particular stories. I mean, when you're doing that, when you're doing Sarah's Doc Benton, like the necessary surgery episode, which is like a badass episode. I mean, she's just picking one. I think, when Gordon died and Doc Benton and all those, which were Sarah episodes last year, it was all badass. But they sort of required a certain amount of gore to be appropriate to the story. Believe me, there's a lot that we talk about in the writer's room of what you would see that you end up not seeing. So even those, but I think it's a little dictated by story. And last year we just happened to have some ickier. We went to some gooier places, I guess. So that sort of required that kind of storytelling.
Bella moved a lot through third season to, wow, she makes Sam and Dean so funny, to, wow, she makes Sam and Dean so deceased. What prompted that? What prompted that in the creative process?
I'm not sure I understand the question. What made she made them, what do you mean?
She made Sam and Dean really funny in the beginning of the third season, and then she kind of made them more dead. So I was wondering how she moved as a character through the creative process, how you came to that conclusion that she moved that way.
Well, seems like she started.
Yeah, I think
you created her.
I know. It seems like a problem for you. I would say that the character was pretty consistent. I mean, she was constant in her, attempts to get what she wanted. And in the beginning, I think the tone of one episode when she started was funny. And by the time her actions caught up with an episode that had more dramatic impact, those actions translated into slightly more deadly consequences, or potentially more. So I don't think that she stopped disliking them.
No, and I feel like, unfortunately, hardwired into her DNA to have a road show, and she wasn't actually tied into the mythology. So then every time she showed up, it became a coincidence, and it was a coincidence that became more and more astounding every time they happened to run across her again. And were we to do it again, I think we probably would have tied her in a little more into the DNA and mythology of the show. And I think that was our mistake, and Lauren worked valiantly under sort of our failings.
We have time for one more question.
Jensen and Jared, you both expressed an interest in the Western genre. I'm wondering, would you ever consider doing a ghost town Western type themed episode?
No. I'd love to. In a sense, we are kind of doing Western. The show is, like Kripke said, it's like cars, a horse, and two cowboys. And, But you know, too easy.
You're gonna re-break Jensen's heart, guys.
I'm walking into that one.
Way to set it up, Jensen. Way to set it up.
It'd be cool though. I mean, you know, that'd be a lot of fun. But I doubt it will ever happen.
There was sort of there was sort of the one shot in Boardtown, part one of.
Right.
There was sort of a very western feel to. I forget the name of the episode, but we're.
All Hell Breaks Loose.
All Hell Breaks Loose, part one. I mean, it was shot in this area that was shot. It's called Boardtown.
Westerns, yeah.
And so I don't know if the kind of I'd love to do a full-on western, you know, and I don't know if Sam and Dean are going to go like, "Whoa, what's this cowboy hat?" You know, on a horse.
Assless chaps.
Yes, please.
Actually, one more question.
No pressure though, make it good.
Hi, my name's Iris Newton. And first of all, I want to say I agree with the moderator. You guys are really hot.
Thank you.
My question is, because of the dark things that happened to all the boys at the end of last season, are we going to expect a lot of the same like brotherly love humor as we saw in the last few seasons? Or is it going to be darker?
I hope it gets darker. I mean, I think there's obviously always going to be a sense of brotherly love, but with what Sam and Dean have gone through, it's changed them both and individualized them a bit more. I mean, as of right now, at least they're you know, holding their own demons and their own skeletons and secrets. And usually it was, you made a deal, didn't you? Yeah. How long? A year. You suck. I'll get you out. And now there are things that we haven't told each other or expressed. We almost like we don't even know how yet. And so, though I think that obviously the brothers care about each other, I think situations have changed.
Yeah, I think you're going to find more that when the Sam and Dean are separated, that they're dealing with stuff that they don't necessarily want to share with each other a lot more. But when they're together, you know, they fall back into their same routine. So I don't think that that's going to completely go away, but I think that they're going to be dealing with things on their own accord that they haven't necessarily been doing in the past.
Yeah, I think I think this, in terms of the writing, you know, I mean, the scene by scene fix is about the same, which is, you know, I think one thing that Supernatural has kind of evolved into is it transitions from comedy to horror to, you know, dramatic sort of emotional angst, and it's kind of all those things. And I think in the writers' room, we're very conscious of maintaining that formula and making sure that even in our darkest episodes, there's a couple good lines and a couple funny beats, and making sure that it always has that sort of smart-ass effervescence or subversiveness that it's always had. But yeah, the brothers are going to get some heavy stuff. So you know, it'll be a good season.
Leave it to a writer to use 2 4-syllable words.
I get paid.
Effervescence and subversiveness.
I get nickels.
That was enlightening. Give me a job. All right,
Okay, folks, we have to wrap it up for today. How about a big hand for our panel? Just a couple things. Our season premiere, don't forget, Thursday, September 18th on the CW at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And our season 3 DVD will be coming out on September 2nd. And Eric, I believe the Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, Blu-ray of season 3 this year, gang.
November 11th.
Yeah. So yeah, tune in, and then there's some gag reel shit.
Yeah, we're going to show you.